This video discusses abuse and trauma. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi, my name is Crystal. I'm a therapist with Better Health. Today, I'll be filming one of my online therapy sessions. My client has chosen to share her personal journey with me, and together we'll begin exploring her story. So, what brings you here today?
Well, I've been carrying pain for almost all my life, like 37 years of mental and physical abuse. And back in 2020, I lost my baby to COVID. And that grief, it just never left me. It just made me like wonder, why me, God? Why? Why did it have to be me that lost a human being? What was I doing wrong where I couldn't, carry full term? I carried until I felt my baby at 5 months. But then I started looking back at what I was doing at that time. I lost my baby, and then more so, my past started making me reflect on things that I allowed people to do in my life and that I didn't take full accountability for. So, I thought maybe it was time for me to finally talk about it with somebody. And that's how I found you all. I want to say I can start off with my childhood, all the way up until what brought me here. I can, before I do start off with my childhood, explain to you that I am 2 years out of an abusive relationship. And I went through, during those 2 years, I did go through the dark night of the soul, as well as a lot of redrawing individuals that I thought were my friends, that I thought were my family members. And on top of that, I just really had to realize that sex was taking over my life. If it wasn't me having it, I was always around someone that thought that just having it with multiple people, or even much so fantasizing about it with children, was normal. And it wasn't. I was always taught that it was. I never just imagined that most of the things that I did witness my childhood would still drag into my adulthood, and even much so affect my children. So, yes, my last relationship was based off of that. I had someone that was very dominant and narcissistic, and so yeah, he did not believe in love or himself. The whole situation was a mask. And when it came down to sexual activities, he wanted what he wanted, and that was backdoor treatment. And me giving him that backdoor treatment ended my baby's life. It was one night that me and him were very physical, and I was telling him to slow down because, I was feeling a little weird. He, I guess, made his way of going a little harder, to the point where I went to the restroom to clean myself afterwards, and I felt my baby sack. Of course, he rushed me to the hospital, and he told me not to tell him, what we were doing or whatever. And I had to give birth to my baby like I was full term. And yes, she was a girl. And so, looking at that, I just thank God that in so many weird ways, people might say, huh? But I thank God that he, took her to a better place instead of here. God saved me 18 plus years of hell, because once you have a baby with a narcissist, that baby, it does not understand the confusion between the righteous or the right of others versus the wrong of others because they have two parents of both. So it makes them have like a borderline person disorder. So personality disorder. And I do believe that one of my kids have that as well.
Thank you for sharing so much with me today. I know we've only just begun to uncover your story, and there's still more to talk about. Unfortunately, we've run out of time for this session, but we'll continue in our next one. Healing takes time, and we'll keep working through it together, step by step.
Thank you. It feels really good to speak it out loud. Like I'm just flabbergasted that I was able to continue without crying. So I thank you again, and I'll definitely be ready for our next session.
Session ended. Join me next time for part 2 of my story.